Okay, this is Algebra 2, 27.2. Numbers 6 and 7. I'm going to do both of these because they're pretty quick ones. The directions ask us to state the slopes of the asymptotes for each hyperbola. And you would think you'd have to graph the whole thing and do the box and everything and graph the parabolas, but you really don't have to, because remember that slope is just rise over run, where we're taking our y value of the rise, putting it over the x value of the run. So if we look at our x's and y's, we have y squared over 9. This 9 will give us the rise. If we take the square roots, that's 3. That gives us the rise. And then the 100 under the x squared will give us the runs. Square root of 100 is 10. And remember, if we did graph the box, and we did do the x, you have one that's positive, one that's negative, which means the two slopes would be plus or minus 3 over 10. Now in number 7, it's the same idea. The only difference is that you have this notation, which sometimes they use on the multiple choice test, so like your final exam. With the parentheses, they haven't squared it, so in other words, we just don't have to do the square root because of those parentheses around. So the rise again is from the 10, or from the y, which is the 10, and then the run is the 3. Don't have to square root, but same idea, plus or minus 10 over 3. And there are your slopes for number 6 and 7. Thank you, everybody. That's very nice. And look who joined us today. They just walked in, Mr. DuPont. Hi, Mr. DuPont. Mr. DuPont, why the long face?
I'm not as funny as you.
Sure you are. Why do you think that?
My jokes aren't as good. I'm always depressed because my Angels are spending $800 billion every year to not win a World Series.
Oh, well, that's okay. You just got to work harder, and you got to quit horsing around.